Hello and welcome to or welcome back to the channel of the Nasdaq scalping bot. In this channel I show you guys the progress I make with a Python program that is meant to do some automated trading on the Nasdaq with the ultimate goal to have some passive income. And in a daily update I tell you guys what did I change in the code, how did the bot do, and how did we do on the market. And it's Friday, it's the last day of the week, so we're not only going to look at today's results, but we're also going to look what we did on the entire week. So let's dive in. But before we continue with the daily report, I ask you guys to like and subscribe to the video and to the channel, because it would mean the world to me if you did, and it would help to expand my channel to other viewers. So please like and subscribe. Now let's go on to the code and the changes in the code. And if we look at the code, then you see nothing special happened. You see there is a final decision line. All the printouts I told you yesterday are gone, so we only see the final decision printout, and that's all there is. I did not change anything else on the code. So that concludes already the first part of the video. What did I change in the code? And now let's go on to the second part, and that is how did the bot do. Let's grab the bot. There the bot is. And the bot functions as it should be. There are no errors, nothing special. We're just testing, and there were not even today API errors. So we had nothing odd going on with the bot, nothing to report about this part. So we are already done with that part too. Oh, this is really going to short one. And we see we have a daily profit made today, and that's not a profit, it's a loss of €90.34. After 2 days being profitable, today we did not have the lucky to be profitable. But I noticed something today, and I want to talk to you guys about it in the final sections. How did we do on the market? So let's grab the market. And this is the market for today. We see some larger blue candles going up. And if I'm going to take a look at the 1 hour, I guess that we went, oh yeah, not this way. I thought we went up today, but we didn't. We went more or less sideways. After the huge spike we had in the last couple of days, and then a down for yesterday, today I reckon that we had almost nothing serious going on, and we moved almost the entire day, as you can see, in the sideways, waiting what's going to happen between China and the United States. Something that China already did was sold a massive amount of bonds to the US market again. That spiked the interest of the bonds and all that kinds of stuff, but the Nasdaq will not be influenced by that. The only thing that could be going on that's interesting for the Nasdaq is that investors now gonna sell shares to buy bonds, to shift the money from the companies that they have stocks in, and then they sell those shares of those stock companies and buy bonds. Then we will see that the market will go in a decline. But for today, we see we moved sideways. But I want to talk to you guys about something I noticed today. Because of the forced update of yesterday, let's take a look at the reports. We did make a almost €20 20 euro dollar, a 20 euro loss today. And most of those losses were, as you can see, right down here. I will go a bit lower. Yeah. So you can see during the night, my night, there were some positions opened and also again opened and closed, but the closed positions were a lot of negative. I see 223, 219, 3 euro loss, 2 year loss, a 2 euro 34 loss, and a 3 euro loss, and 2 euro loss, and then we had a 3 euro profit, and then again a 2 euro loss, 1 euro loss, 30 cents profit. So in this time period, we did not do very well. And after we're gonna take a look at, let's say, 10 a.m., then we see at 10 a.m., first of 10 a.m., we ended with 415, and from 10 a.m. on, we had also losses and profits, but the profits were bigger, the losses were smaller, and we ended today with 421. It's 6 euro profit. I know it's not that much, but we made profit between the hours of 10 a.m. and closing of the day. Why do I think this is something I need to take a look at? Well, if we take a look at yesterday, I had, because of the forced update, and now the reporter is going crazy. Now I need to take a look. Where am I? Yesterday, yeah. Because of the forced update of Windows yesterday, I could only restart the bot, and we made our first trade at 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. I never know. It's 12 o'clock. And so from that point on, we see we made the most profit. So I was thinking, maybe, and that's what I want to take a look at for next week, and I'm going to one day further back in time, there I see the same, that during the night, there are positions opened and closed with losses, while during the day, the positions were opened and closed with a profit. And I'm going to check this. We started at 410 at 10 a.m. and we ended at about 11. Should it be at 416? What did we say at 10 a.m.? 10 a.m., there it is, 410, and ended with 416. Again, 6 euro profit in total yesterday, of the day before, starting from 10. And before, this was never an issue. Before I had the AIs running, I used to have my own strategy, my own 3-candle strategy. And the 3-candle strategy said that you had at least 3 candles in the same direction before you can go into a buy or sell. And if you look at the early day and the morning, you see that during the day, during my morning, that there are hardly 3 candles in a row to do this. So sometimes the bot opened a position that was profitable or not, but not the entire time. With the AI, however, the AI does not look at 3 candles in a row or 3 candles in a row up or 3 candles in a row down. He only looks at, this is the data from the last 3 candles. I have to make a decision. So the decision making of the AI is much more often than it was with the original human strategy by the bot. And that's when I see that I think that this could be a problem, quote, quote, a problem for the future, because if the bot keeps on making in the morning bad decisions, then we always will have a negative in the morning that's the bot, not the bot, but that's being compensated hopefully during the afternoon and the evening, and then hopefully we ending with a profitable end score at the end of the day. So it's not a major change that I'm going to do for next week, because it's only adding some time restraints, but that's what I'm going to plan for next week, to add a time restraint between the night, let's say 1 a.m. until 10 a.m., gathering information, gathering the candles, because he needs the candles, but no trades until 10 a.m. And then see how this will work for the next week. Well, it's Friday, and how did we do on the entire week? Well, if you did follow the channel the last couple of days, you already know that we did not have that great of a week, and we had a lot of, so I need to scroll way down to find the start of the week, because it was 7th of April 7th, 7th April. Where are we? This 8. I believe we started around 500. 7th April. Yeah. Come on. 7th April. Yeah. We started at 531 this week, and we ended at 421, so we made a loss of 110 euros, and we all know what causes this. It was the 90 euro loss at the beginning of the week, where every 10 minutes the bot of the AI made a decision, and that decision was never a hold. This was always a buy and a sell, and every 10 minutes, so we made a gigantic loss of almost 100 euro on that day. So that's why we're now down for 110. If we did not have that, if we did not have that $90 or almost 100 euro, not dollar, 100 euro loss, then we would have made a profit this week. Again, for the entire week, based on the last 3 days that we had. So we're heading into the right direction, and fine-tuning is the name of the game. No more extensive coding or training of the AIs or whatever we need to do, or a new interface like I made. Now we're gonna focus on, like I heard a lot of people say this the last couple of weeks, we're gonna laser focus. We're gonna focus on making the bot more profitable by fine-tuning small stuff in the code, by adding time restraints or fine-tuning with the thresholds more or less, or a different trailing stop loss, stop counter, or something like this. This is what we're heading for, because the AI, both the AI models, shows a real potential to make this a profitable bot for the near future. Which brings us again to the end of the video and the end of this week. So I wish you all a very good weekend, and have a little fun every day, and see you guys next week.